hello students and family members. As we continue to look at this question, how do we divide? I just want to call your recognition to reminding you what we have previously learned in other lessons. And if you haven't looked at these lessons, I recommend you watch those videos first before you get into division with remainders and then ultimately long division. So here's what we know so far. When we are setting up a division problem, these are the things that we have to do. Even if it is a question like 12 divided by 3, I will always set up a tally box. That tally box should go above your division problem because that's going to be where you're skip counting. And then right next to your tally box should be the answer to what you skip counted to. In other words, this time we're skip counting by 3 because that is our divisor, the number going into another number, and our dividend, we end at the dividend, is 12. So we will skip count by 3 because that's how many times the number 3 can go into 12. That's what the quotient is going to be. And then we said 3, 6, 9, 12. Write your answer down in this answer box. Also write it underneath the dividend to see if you have any left over. And to find your quotient, you're just counting the tallies. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we place that answer up here. We finish up the problem, checking to see if there's anything left over, and there's not. You must set up a tally box for every division problem that you have this year in math. But let's see something else. What if the money or candy or anything else that you're trying to divide up evenly doesn't divide up perfectly? What if after you separate them into equal groups, there's maybe 1 or 2 or even more left over? Well, we know based on our vocabulary lesson, we call that a remainder. You still do the same exact steps of the process. So for example, if I start out with 13 Skittles and I want to evenly separate or divide that candy into equal groups with 2 Skittles in each group, my answer, the quotient, is going to be how many groups of 2 can I subtract and get 13 Skittles. So I'm going to skip count by 2 and see how close I can get to 13 without going over. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I want to stop there because if I go any further, I'm promising Skittles that I don't have. If I skip count by 2 more, I'm going to get 14, and I don't have 14. I only have 13. My quotient is however many tally marks I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I already wrote down what 6 times 2 is right here, and to see if I have any left over, I subtract, and I do, because 13 minus 12 is 1, which means I have 1 Skittle left over. We represent that with a letter R for remainder, and then we write the number 1. It should be right next to the quotient with its remainder. So everybody, it's separated into 6 groups of 2 with 1 left over. Let's take a look at a couple more. 43 divided by 7. I'm going to skip count by 7 until I get close to 43. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. Stop there. Write the total number of Skittles that I would have down or where I ended at the dividend. See how many groups of 7 you have by skip counting your tally marks. Here's a bundle of 5, and then one more is 6. Subtract 43 minus 42 and get 1. And remember to put your remainder back in with the answer labeled with an R. 6 remainder 1. Let's take a look at some more. Now I have 36 as my dividend, 5 as my divisor. I'm looking for the quotient and the remainder. I'm going to skip count by the divisor until I get close to but not over 36, which is my dividend, and then I'm going to write that answer down underneath here as well as in my answer box. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So when I'm separating 36 into groups of 5, I have a total of 35 pieces that can get separated into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups of 5. And when I subtract 36 minus 35, I have 1 left over. So it did not divide equally, but we call that in division a remainder. Let's take a look at another example. 9 is my divisor, 31 is my dividend. 31 divided by 9. I'm going to skip count by 9 until I get close to 31. Sing the song, Use your tallies and write your answer down. Notice that my green box disappeared here because once you start to get used to it, the boxes can disappear and you can start placing them into your division problem instead of into these tally boxes. 9, 18, 27, then I stop. I place my 27 right here because that's the total number of Skittles, that's the total number of dollars or anything else that fit into 1, 2, 3 groups of 9. There were 3 groups, and you can see if I put 3 groups and I placed 9 Skittles in each group, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I would have 9 plus 9 plus 9, and that would get me 27, which is not 31, which is why I need to subtract and see how many are left over. So I'm going to borrow from my 3, turning this 1 into an 11, and use touch points to subtract. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 is my remainder in 31 divided by 9. So in other words, I have a total of 27 Skittles, or dollars, or candy, separated into 3 groups, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left out because they do not make a total group of 9. I encourage you now, after I tell you to pause the video, try this problem out, and then see if you got it right. Please pause the video now and check your answer after you're finished. The answer is 7 with a remainder of 1. Because when I skip count by 5, I get 7 equal groups with 5 in each, which gives me a total of 35. And when I subtract that 35 from 36, I'm left with 1 left over. Now I encourage you to pause the video one more time and try this one, and then come back and check your answer after you've completed the problem by yourself. Good luck! My answer to 36 divided by 6 is 6 without a remainder, because when I tally up, 6 can go into 36 6 times, and that gets me a total of 36, because skip counting by 6 times gets me to 36, and when I subtract that from the dividend of 36, I'm left with nothing. 57 divided by 7 can be separated into 8 groups. Let me show you how. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 14, 20, 128, 35, 42, 49, 56. So that equals 56. That's just a picture representation of what we're doing with the tally marks. You are fitting 7 into those 8 different groups. But remember, we're dividing 57. So if I have 56 and I subtract, that means I have 1 left on the outside, which means my answer is 8 with a remainder of 1. I hope you got those right, and I hope this video helped you out.